everything to be an underground king. Underground king. I sacrifice everything to be an underground king.
And today, yo, we got the Aero Pro out. Grant 7 Magic Flakes. I just wet sanded the whole fender with 600 grit. All right, kings and queens, jumping right into the action. We got some 600 grit sandpaper, wet. And as you can see, I'm just wetting down the fender. Already sanded it down with 600, but gonna go over it one last time, kind of showing you the process of what I'm doing and just smoothing that clear all the way out. That way we can flow coat this fender, you know, and get a nice flat finish out of it. Now, when it comes to sanding your clear down, many do, you know, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. It's kind of really up to you. I think 600 is the nice sweet spot for that clear, breaking it down, you know, and locking those flakes in and being able to have it nice and smooth for that clear to lay down on top of and give it a little bite for the clear to adhere to. So I think the 600 is a great place to be at when it comes to doing a flow coat. Next, we're going to clean the surface with some prep clean or grease and wax remover. Didn't even clean off all the water and the residue. Just jump right into the grease and wax. It's going to clean it up just fine. After the grease and wax, just going to blow the panel off with some compressed air. Next, I got a microfiber towel, just wiping it all down, making sure I'm getting all the residue and everything off as good as possible. Alright, so here you can see after wiping it down with the clean microfiber towel, still got a little residue on the panel. And we want to make sure this thing is all the way clean. All the way clean. So I got one more step to help out with that. So now to finalize with all the residue, any streaks or anything like that, got some spray away glass cleaner. It's going to help with removing those streaks and residue, any fingerprints that you might have on it while, you know, doing the wet sanding. That's going to take care of all of that. It's going to get everything that the grease and wax didn't get. Just wiping it down with a microfiber towel. Make sure you have multiple ones to work with, and you're going to be good to go. After the spray away glass cleaner, you can see all the residue and streaks that's all gone, giving us a nice, smooth, flat surface to do our flow coat on. Just wiped it down with another clean microfiber towel, and we finna get busy. So let's go. Alright, so I finally broke down and bought the Drizzle D1 by Inokraft. It's a 1.3 tip, if you can see that there. And yeah, finally purchased one. Bought it off of Amazon. Link will be in the description if you haven't got yourself one. Come with the 1.3 tip. Came with the cleaning kit as well as the adapter, you know, for the PPS cups. Also coming with a plastic cup as well. And some Teflon tape. And it's pretty well built. Not gonna lie. Looks pretty good. Feels good in the hand. And we're going to see what this thing is going to do. It definitely need to be clean, so I'm going to break it down, clean it, and get ready for this flow coat. All right, we got the infamous Central Pneumatic 21-gallon compressor. Always doing the job for us. You can see that thing is filthy too, but it still be putting in that work. There you go. There goes the information. 2.5 horsepower, 21-gallon, stage 1, single stage, 125 PSI at the switch. And this compressor puts out 4.7 CFM. So that should be plenty for that Inokraft. Let's get on to it. Next, we're gonna mix up that Grunt 7 Oh My Clear, 2-to-1 mix ratio, and getting it all set up. There you can see Grunt 7 paints and coatings. Go ahead and get you some. BuyCustomPaint.com. Make sure you grab 2 of them. Again, this is a 2-to-1 mix ratio, and I'm first adding in the clear itself. I'm going to take it up to the first 4 using the 2-to-1 mixing column. I'll take it up to the first 4 and then going to add some hardener, and I'm going to take that to the second 4 on the second column, and that's going to give me my 2-to-1 mix ratio. And I'm going to show a better view of what I have after adding both to my mixing cup. Getting it all poured in there, just about ready to go, so we can get this thing mixed up and get to spraying. Alright, so as I explained before, you can see in the cup it's sitting at 4 parts at the top. So that's the second column. That's when I added in the hardener. So I started at the 4 in the first column with the clear. Then I took it up to the next column of the 4 in the second column. And that's going to give me my 2-to-1 mix ratio. And that's all you got to do. All right, we give it a good mix. Make sure everything is mixed up real well. And we ready to go. Let's get it. All right, here we are with the Inokraft Drizzle D1 spray gun, lvlp. I'm running a 25-foot air hose, and I set the pressure at 30 psi for the first coat. And as you can see, is laying that clear pretty nice. Very little overspray. It's really not enough air pressure for this clear because this clear is a pretty thick clear. So that I did notice while spraying that Grunt 7 Oh My Clear, that this spray gun just needs a lot more air pressure to push out that thicker clear. So it did a good job, but definitely needs some more pressure. And I'm going to crank it up a little bit more on that next coat. Alright, jumping into that second coat, I bumped the pressure up to about 35 psi, and there's definitely a difference. And I slowed down a little bit more on this coat, trying to lay it on pretty thick. But I did get a couple sags or a couple runs in the clear, but this being a test panel, it wasn't really a big factor. You know, if I needed to get this thing perfect, then, you know, I would have been doing a lot more. But just a test panel to see, you know, where we at with this D1 Drizzle spray gun. But you can see them flakes popping out like crazy. Got this panel looking real good with that Oh My clear. Alright, kings and queens, tell me what you think. Again, this was a test panel. Just seeing what we gonna get up out of this D1 Drizzle. I had a couple spots that reacted, look like, but there's those sags, those runs. Nothing crazy, but definitely could fix those, and we might just fix those. But the panel looks great. The flakes is popping out like we want, and I think the D1 Drizzle did a great job. So jump in the comments, tell me what you think. Tell me about the panel, that Oh My clear, the D1 Drizzle. Tell me everything or your thoughts on what you think about it. You know, the sags, the runs, what you think we might do, if we should fix it or leave it like that. Drop me something in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.